The number of COVID cases linked to the president and his inner circle continues to climb, at least 24, including now the president's top policy aide, Stephen Miller. All but one of the military chiefs have gone into quarantine. COVID is still spreading in Congress. It's a chaotic situation in our nation's capital right now, where senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega starts us off. Good morning, Cecilia.
George, good morning to you. The White House has become a hotbed of infection. As for President Trump, his doctor says that he is showing no new symptoms and continues to improve. We haven't seen him since he left Walter Reed, but he has been as active as ever on Twitter.
This morning, the COVID outbreak spreading through the White House has reached the Pentagon. And now almost the entire Joint Chiefs of Staff, including the military's most senior general, Mark Milley, and other top officers, are in quarantine after being exposed to the Coast Guard's #2 officer, Admiral Charles Ray. It's unclear exactly how Ray contracted the virus, but he did attend a White House event for Gold Star families a week and a half ago. The Pentagon insists there is no change to the operational readiness or mission capability of the U.S. Armed Forces. Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper says it puts the country at risk.
This is an ideal time for adversaries, particularly in adversary intelligence services, to look for ways to further confuse us, to distract us.
This is the number of people testing positive who have been near the president or at the White House in recent days spiked to 24. The latest name, senior advisor Stephen Miller, who was part of a debate prep session with the president last week. 6 out of 9 people present now testing positive.
Don't be afraid of it.
As President Trump continues to downplay the severity of the virus, the White House has become a hotbed of infection. His military aide who carries the so-called nuclear football, a presidential valet who serves his meals, plus 2 more staffers in the press office also testing positive. Aides insist White House resident staff wear full PPE, and those who have direct contact with the first family are tested daily. They're inside the White House and in isolation, the president also sending shockwaves through the economy, using Twitter to announce he abruptly ended talks with Democrats on an economic stimulus bill meant to deliver much-needed aid to Americans struggling in the pandemic. The market immediately tanking. President Trump accused House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of not negotiating in good faith. Pelosi fired right back, saying clearly the White House is in complete disarray.
Now, President Trump said that he wants his party to focus on approving Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court rather than this economic stimulus package. But this abrupt move angered even some in his own party. Maine's Susan Collins, she called this a huge mistake. But then the president's position became even more muddy overnight, George. He went on Twitter and actually suggested that he might be willing to sign another round of stimulus checks for Americans. But Democrats have said they don't want to do this in a piecemeal way, George. They're looking to do this as a broad economic recovery package.
Yeah, he was all over the map, and it was part, Cecilia, of this tweet storm. About 40 tweets he sent out in a 2-hour period last night on all kinds of subjects.
Yeah, as you said, all over the map. And by our count, over the course of the day, 65 some odd tweets, everything from Hillary Clinton to Russia, blasting his own FDA. Now, you know this. We've covered this president for a long time. He's someone who craves the spotlight. He just is in isolation. That could be at play here. But Joe Biden responded by telling the president, get off Twitter.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.